What's going on, people? Welcome to United View. Welcome to the road trip. And it is the big one. It's the Manchester derby, Man City versus Man United. We are on our way to the Etihad Stadium. I'm not going to lie, I got the nerves now. Now it's match day. Now the journey's begun. Now we're on our way up there. You just know what's riding on this game. And all of the things I've said before in the lead up to this game all remain true about win, lose or draw and stuff like that. But I've got a mixture of the nerves, a mixture of the excitement, a mixture of the anticipation, because when I break this game down before we've even played it, right, I'm just excited to see like how we rise to this challenge, because this is a tough game. This really, really is a tough game against, you know, arguably the best, well, against the best team in the league. Not arguably, they are the best team in the league. And this is the biggest test yet for Erik ten Hag and the biggest test for us, you know, under this rebuild. When I'm just thinking about the game, forget about who's going to start, I'll get to that in a second. We have to be so perfect today. And Erik ten Hag spoke about that a little bit in the presser about, you know, we have to be on our game and we have to execute the plan. Because one thing is, you know, having a setup that we've worked on, you know, throughout the week for this game, or whatever Ten Hag's thinking's been for this game about how he wants to set up and the players he's got available now in Martial and Rashford. That's one thing, but he's so right. Like, the execution's got to be spot on. There's no point, you know, planning for this game and having tactical things in place, and then in the first 15 minutes or the first 5 minutes, you know, we can see the stupid goal from a set piece or a mistake. We really do, or any point during the game, we can't have mistakes. We've literally got to be so switched on for the whole game. We've got to defend properly. We've got to be aggressive enough to give some back and try and win the ball back in transition, to create transitions for ourselves. We've got to press in the right moments. We've got to be aggressive in the right moments. We've got to know when to sit off at the right moments, but not be too passive. We've got to get that balance right. And I'm just intrigued to see the Haaland thing. Like Erik ten Hag said, you know, we're playing against Manchester City, not Erling Haaland. And yeah, we've got to have a plan for him, but we just got to have a plan for all of them. You know, how do we not let Kevin De Bruyne have too much time to do his stuff and pick his pass? How do we not, if Riyad Mahrez starts, which I suggest he probably will on the right hand side, I don't know, but whoever's playing on that right hand side, how do we not get an overload and leave them open at the back post so they can cut in on their left foot, whether it's Bernardo Silva or him or Foden, whatever. Even if it's Grealish, we could say he's been playing crap, but, you know, he destroyed us last time we played against them. So Dalot's got to be ready for that, to clamp Grealish. You know, he can be predictable, slow the game down, you know, cut inside, but, you know, Dalot's got to be aware of that. Or if it gets a different threat out there with Foden out there, what are we saying? You know, we've got to be bang on it. Midfield, we've got to be dogged, we've got to win the ball back. Then now we can get to the tactical side of the players in terms of one of Martial, Rashford starting, if not both. There was those reports yesterday saying Martial's chomping at the bit to start this game, having trained all week. Still hasn't played since September, early September, when we, or was it mid-September? No, September. Sorry, August, when we had Liverpool. Hasn't played since then. What condition is he in? Can he give us 45? And then you bring Rashford in. Can we get Rashford from the start? There's so many factors, and I'm really excited about the game, but obviously a lot. I'm nervous as well going up to it, you know. But I do believe we can get something from this game. You know, of course you can lose, of course it can go wrong, but I genuinely do believe we can get something out of this game. I really do, because if you think about us playing on the counter attack, it suits us. You know, you look at what we did against City, you look at what we did against Liverpool and Arsenal. It's got to be a similar game, but we have to be even better. You know, Arsenal dominated large parts of the game with the way they play. They're well oiled. It's going to be like that times 10 in terms of the way City play. We know what to expect. You know, almost like the Arsenal game yesterday, where you knew what way it was going to go. You knew that Arsenal were going to dominate over Spurs, and Spurs were going to try and hang in there and get a counter attack. And, you know, it's a similar theme. You know, we know exactly what Man City are going to do, exactly how they're going to play. I don't envisage us, I'll be massively surprised if we came out the blocks and stunned City. I would love to see it. I would love to see us show a little bit of intent and almost stun Pep Guardiola in Manchester City to say, wow, I didn't think Manchester United would win the ball back or be as aggressive as they are on us. They're winning it back. They've got willing runners. They're all over the place. I would love that, but I think there is going to be a sense of caution about feeling our way into the game and earning the right to play. But whilst we do that, we can't afford to be too passive. We can't afford to, you know, sit off City so much that they're just building in confidence and it's backs against the wall. You know, but at the same time, we can't be afraid to soak up the right amount of pressure and just, as I keep saying this season, batten down the hatches, soak up pressure and defend properly. we've just got to be, to a man, almost perfect to get a result out of this game today. On Martial and Rashford, I think it's so important that we have at least one starting, at least one. If we can get, you know, even Rashford, I would probably, look, I want Martial to start, of course, but Rashford's really important in this game because we need that running in behind, we need that pace, we need that directness. And Marcus, we've said, he's on the up, he's improving, he just got player of the month. That'll do his confidence a world of good. It's perfect that he's back now for that, but we still know there's more to come from him, or we want more from him. He hasn't been perfect in all the games, but he's been an absolute threat, so direct and occupies the defenders so well, just by running in behind and getting back to what he's good at, which is just being, you know, just not being patient with it, just being direct and going at people. You know, with Erik ten Hag, or some of the noises that were coming out yesterday in the media, so saying that Erik ten Hag said he told, I think it was a quote, he told Marcus Rashford, I want to see you smile every day, I want to see you enjoy it. Then Romano comes out with, you know, that Marcus Rashford is seen as untouchable by Erik ten Hag. Now look, some people may see that as a negative and say, oh, this is the problem, Rashford's going to think he's made it again. I don't care about all that. I care about what methods Erik ten Hag has to get the best out of Marcus Rashford. That's all I care about, you know. We've all had our say and our opinion on Marcus Rashford in the summer, but my thing was, if Erik ten Hag comes in and wants to keep him, fine, he's got to prove it this year. And he's had a good start so far, that's all we can say. And he's looking like he's getting some confidence back again. You know, he's getting goals, he's getting assists. So that's all we want from Marcus, to get back to being what we know he can be. And if Erik ten Hag's way of doing that is to put an arm around him and make him feel special, then fine, if he's producing the goods. And he's going to be really important today, because if you think of the likes of Walker or Diaz or whoever it's going to be, might even be a Kanji in that right-hand channel as a centre-back, right centre-back if Stones is not playing. In between Walker and Akanji, or if it's Walker and Ake in that little channel, we need runs in behind. We need runs in behind, you know, we've got to have it. Or if Marcus plays up front and Jadon's on the left, you saw the goal that Jadon Sancho scored there yesterday. Obviously it was a shocking defeat, 4-1 in the end, but it was Owen reminded me, that game was actually 1-1. You know, we caught them on the break and Jadon Sancho scored a fantastic goal. He's going to be massive in this as well. His confidence is rising. So I think there's so much in there where the players are confident. Christian Eriksen, like, how key is he going to be in transitions once we've won the ball back, which I think McTominay will start? Or if it's Casemiro, maybe this is the perfect game for Casemiro to start. High stakes, big odds. I don't care who starts. Obviously, as long as it's our main team. I just want us to be aggressive. I want us to show that togetherness. We need to be celebrating and high-fiving corners and goal kicks and throw-ins and successful blocks and tackles. We need that togetherness, you know. Varane needs to be a leader in there with Martinez as well. So I want it all over the pitch. Malacia, he's perfect for this game in terms of his intensity and his aggressiveness. He's going to need that if he's facing, whoever he's facing, whether it be Mahrez or Foden out there or Bernardo Silva on that right-hand side. We don't know, but we need that tenacity. So I'm nervous, I'm curious, I'm excited, I'm cautious, I'm all of these things, but I am most of all buzzing for this game. Whatever happens, happens. And I'm just looking for a performance. Win, lose or draw, I want to be able to look at it and say there was something there. There was stuff we did well there that we can take forward. Because, you know, the games are coming thick and fast, so we're going to have to forget about this City game, win, lose or draw anyway. But I just want to see a performance from the boys today and really dig in. You can lose, but it's how the performance is for me. That's going to be the real measuring stick. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Remember, there's going to be a live match view starting from 1 p.m. or no, sorry, 1:30 p.m. today. Make sure you join Owen and the guests inside the UVHQ. We're going to be at the game. Marcel's going to be at the game. Faz is going to be up there as well. So we're going to have some reaction from the Etihad after that as well. And remember to vote for us at the Football Content Awards. You can do so. Link will be in the video description below. We're in 3 categories. It'd be amazing to get one of those as well. The United View Members Club as well. Link is in the video description to that. And make sure you like the video and subscribe. Come on, United. We can do this. Just come on, United. Come on.